Hey, what's up? Justin here, and what I wanted to talk about today is how to get into a flow state. So a flow state is basically a state of mind where you're in a sort of sense of heightened awareness, and what's happening is your prefrontal cortex, which is a section of your brain, has actually been shut off, and therefore you lose your sense of time and self. If you think about your consciousness, maybe the first level is unconscious thought, the next level above that would be conscious thought, or maybe some people call it the observer behind the thoughts when you're thinking, I'm having this experience. And then a level above that would be awareness, where you're in a flow state and you lose your sense of time and self. And it's like you're very relaxed, but you're very focused at the same time. It's like both. So there's three ways to get into a flow state. The first would be an exercise-induced flow state, which is based off endorphins. It's pretty self-explanatory. If you're exercising, and usually if you're challenging yourself, you can get into a flow state based off that. The second way to get into a flow state would be like an expression-based flow state. So if you're doing something creative or something that you have to concentrate on, you can't be unconsciously or consciously thinking because you're doing so much stuff. So maybe if you're playing a sport and you're doing so much stuff you can't even be thinking, then you can naturally just enter that flow state. Or even me, when I'm just talking, I can't be thinking and talking at the same time, so you'll naturally get into a flow state. And the third way would be to watch other people being in a flow state. So people have these things called mirror neurons, which sort of detects how other people are feeling. It's something that's sort of used for humans to be empathetic to each other, basically. And you'll notice that if you see someone else in a flow state, maybe if you've gone to like a really good performance or something, then you might naturally enter that flow state yourself. So this might happen if you've ever, let's say for example, someone's done something really mean to you, and all week you've been thinking, oh, if he says something to me back or she says something to me back, I'm going to say this, and this, and I'm going to let them know. I got the perfect way to just cut them down. And then when you see them in person, they might be in a good mood, and you can't even think of those things that you were thinking of before, those mean things, and you automatically just say, oh, hey, what's up? And it's because maybe your mirror neurons has just transmitted to you that feeling to you, and all of a sudden all the sort of grudge has been let go of. So you can also get into this just from reading like a really good book or listening to music. Like, you don't have to be taking action and exercising or doing something creative to be in a flow state. Usually lying in a hammock and listening to music is good enough for me to get into that nice state of mind where I can be relaxed and focused at the same time. So the last thing I wanted to say is, when you're in a flow state, it's like that the third level is awareness, the second level is observer. You can actually lose it by going back down to the observer, and that's when you might think, oh my god, I'm in a flow state right now, and then you lose it because you're thinking, right? So what I do if I'm in this state, or if I seem like I'm losing it, I just try and think, there's nowhere I'd rather be. And it's like a little mantra. I don't know if it's true or not, but it's good to just sort of let go of any thought. Take a deep breath, there's nowhere I'd rather be, and then if I can relax a little bit, then I'll get back into that flow state and I won't lose it and start freaking out or anything. So I think you can actually spend most of your life in a flow state if you really try and work on it. You might notice that you're very magnetic when you're in that state. People want to be around you, and that's normal because you feel good, I guess. So I hope you guys are getting some sort of value from this video, and I'll catch you guys next time.